Hey, this is me editing time. Originally, I wanted to re-record the audio, but upon listening to it later, I liked its newish charm. I don't know. The awkwardness was fun. So yeah, there's a few pauses and such. So yeah, enjoy the video.
Salvētē, I'm Vanilla, and I saw a bunch of people making videos on their characters. And I was like, why don't I do it? I like hearing about characters, so I'm sure other people also do too. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. In the background, you'll see me drawing the character I'm going to be talking about, Sinopa, my first D&D character. Making a new reference sheet for her, so that's the background. So we begin. Sinopa was the first D&D character I made all the way back many years ago when I was very young. Very young, not very young, I was in middle school. Still quite young. And yeah. Also known as the worst rogue because we didn't know how to play the game at all, to be honest. We did D&D 5e. Yeah. So, I should probably just go with her backstory. I could read you the original, but I'll say that later. Well, the original same, just the original wording. So, when Sinopa was a young child, she lived in her village peacefully. You know, cool, happy family. You know, this is how they all start. And then the village was attacked by people that hated her kind, as it were. And as the village was being burned, she made her escape out of the village, watching it burn to the ground in the process. And from then on, she wandered town to town, hopping along. If people started finding her, well, she left. And so she did this across multiple countries. Now, that's where her story started. Her backstory started, just there. During the game, we had our dungeon master had decided, hey, what if we added this into the backstory since it's so plain and simple? We'll make you an actual criminal. And so, a small bit got added in. So one day, while Sinopa, she had been settled down in the city, in this bigger city, for a good while now, and she's making her way, when, out of nowhere, when a big, giant gem fell upon her head and landed in her hands. And turns out, on the other side, were a set of two dastardly thieves had accidentally slipped and dropped the ruby over the wall of the museum bank place where they held this prized ruby of the country. And Sinopa was rather confused, but before she could do anything in her hands, this ruby she knew nothing about, there was two guards that turned from the street behind her, and they spotted her with it. And of course they're like, get him! Get her! It's the prized ruby! She's the one that stole it! And so she bolted. Now what happened to the prized gem afterwards? Well, Sinopa doesn't know. She dropped it along the way somewhere. and no one seems to have found it yet. And so she quickly left the country. Kind of being a criminal of the country wasn't the best, so she went to the next city, and she eventually ended up in the town of Oxmeadow. And in Oxmeadow, she met her soon-to-be party mates, and formed the Echoes of the Wild. Now, I would tell more on exactly that tale, but I might save that for something else. Other notable things about Sinopa besides she would, yeah. Some other notable things that had happened. She had met? No, she how to say this? She has a companion with her, and that's Eichfire, and that's the pony you see. If I'm liking this, making this, I'll do a video for him to finally make a character sheet for him, cause, yeah, not character sheet, reference sheet. It'll be quite interesting. But yeah, Sinopa didn't have much character traits or anything. First characters, that's how it is most of the time. You don't think of what character they'll have. It mostly was just me trying to play this game. We all had fun. We were absolutely horrible. I can count on my fingers how many times I used sneak attack. We got to level 10 too. It was quite a great fun game, first game. Yeah. Now, important things about her character, that never really gets addressed in the game was the fact her scarf was a gift from her father. Father, yeah. And that's why she keeps it on her, and she has been wearing it for ages. Yeah. It's a few things in her character design have been, like, consistent, but that's been, like, the most consistent as possible. It's the same thing since the beginning. Otherwise, I haven't really done much character design with her. I was thinking about maybe giving her a redesign, taking more inspiration from her namesake, Sinopa, and its origins. But who knows? Maybe in the future. Shrug. Yeah. There's not much to talk about on her. In her party, they're all, like, basically neutrals. In two of the other characters, Ace and Zared, the Silver Souls, had a slight rivalry to her. Why? Not sure. Quite interesting. Might go back and ask him what the deal with that was about. But yeah. Where is she now? Well, a new realm. New discovers new possibilities. But yeah. That's all really I have on her, unless I went into the whole campaign, which would take a lot longer than I would like to actually record currently. I'd want to write it down, all that stuff. So yeah, that's Sinopa. I'll probably make a follow-up video if any attraction comes to this at all. And if people have questions, if you have questions, you can definitely put it in the comments. So, yeah. That being said, Walētē, Walsomnes. Hope you had a lovely day today, and hope that maybe we meet each other again. Yes. The first awkward video. It's absolutely garbage. But we'll see. We'll see.